Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is the festive season special edition where we are going to be understanding from top industry experts the pulse within the consumers in this festive season, upcoming Dhanteras and Diwali, and we're going to be talking everything that glitters: gold, silver, diamond, all the jewelry trends that you need to know, whether you should go ahead and buy some gold and silver this time around when it is at all-time high levels, what are people's preferences like, and what are the industry trends shaping up like. Everything is what that we will be discussing on this show. And at the outset, I wish all of our viewers also a very happy upcoming Dhanteras and Diwali. Let's welcome our guest on the show. We're now joined by Mr. Suvankar Sen, the MD and the CEO of Senco Gold and Diamonds, joining right in. Mr. Sen, warm welcome to Business Today Television. Here's wishing you, your loved ones, the entire team at Senco Gold and Diamonds a fantastic Dhanteras and Diwali upcoming ahead. We wish you you have a fantastic year ahead filled with all the joys, prosperity and happiness and all the blessings that coming from Ma Lakshmi to all of you right there. Tell us what is the sentiment like this festive season? We are seeing sky high prices of gold and silver.
Thank you, Sakshi, and wishing you and your team and your family and all the viewers, a wonderful Dhanteras and, the Diwali up ahead. It's Samvat 2081, so it's like number 11. 11 is for abundance, 11 is for infinity. So I think this year will be a great abundant year for everyone. Now, as far as, the gold price, the silver prices are concerned, it's all-time high. But once again, it just proves to the world that no matter what, whenever there is an uncertainty, there is any kind of tension around the world, then gold and silver will be one of the best investments that one can do upon. And, there are two ways to look at it. We have the wedding season up ahead: November, December, January, February. A large number of weddings, those who have to buy will be buying, and they're coming with their budget. What is impacting is the volumes. So if someone has a 5 lakh rupee budget for the jewelry purchase, they won't be getting as much quantity of gold, but then the purchases are, no matter what, is still happening. So that's the good part about it. And we need to understand that why the gold and silver prices are what they are. Correct. So when we look around the world, we all know gold is a hedge against inflation. We all know that silver is not only used for investment purposes, but for industrial usage as well. And when you look at the US situation, the Fed rates, the elections in the US, which is bringing a lot of uncertainty, when you look at the slowdown in China, when you look at the wars happening in Russia and the Middle East. So there is this, this tension that who is the leader of the world? There is too much uncertainty. And that is the reason why investors across the world and countries as well are just buying gold as a safety solution. And I think our Indian consumers have always been wise. They've been buying, they're holding and storing so much gold. So they should be happy that the prices have gone up. And yes, prices are high. It's auspicious time. Buy whatever you feel like buying, whatever is your ability. And I think that is what will bring in luck. So that is how one has to look at gold. And silver, I think, is we've been seeing in the last 2-3 years. Gold has been growing at, say, 8, 10, 12%, but silver is growing at 25-30%. So people know that that's also a great investment for jewelry, utensils, and all of those.
Absolutely. So, Mr. Sen, tell us, even at these sky high prices, what is the kind of sales you are anticipating for jewelry, particularly on Dhanteras and on Diwali versus last year when the prices were high but not as high?
So we started the campaign with our customers, asking them to give advance and book the jewelry for the season. So, and we saw a very good response. We are seeing with the gold price, it acts as a little bit of a hindrance, and consumer starts thinking that whether this is a good time or not. But we are expecting a 10 to 12% growth in terms of value. It could go up to 15% if everything goes well and if there is a little bit of price correction. But at 12% value growth is fine. But if you do a back calculation, because gold prices in Indian rupee terms is up by 25%. So we will see about a 12%, approximately 12% degrowth in volumes. So we are not expecting the volumes to go up, but value-wise, we are expecting a 12 to 15% growth.
Okay, so Mr. Sen, like you also pointed out that this time around silver prices have outperformed, and 1 lakh rupee mark is what we've already seen on silver prices for the very first time. Are people now looking at silver more as an investment, investment opportunity or an option versus gold right now? What are the trends that you're seeing?
See, a lot of consumers we are aware of have been buying silver every year, little by little, 1 kilo, half a kilo, or someone wants to buy 2 kilo. It depends. Then you have the new generation consumers. They want to wear silver jewelry a lot more. Now, if you want to gift someone as well, now what can you
Yeah.
gift in gold for 5,000 rupees? But you can gift a nice piece of silver jewelry at 5,000 rupees. So that's the way we've been seeing. For us at Senco Gold and Diamond, we've started our gossip collection, gossip brand, where it has silver jewelry as well. And we have placed ourselves in the stores. We are also available in many shopper stops and multiple such points where we are connecting with the young consumers. So that is one thing that we are seeing a good traction. Consumers will get aware, and I think the growth for silver will continue to happen in terms of pricing also. Let's say it's 100 rupees. The moment it say comes down 95, 94, 92, I'm quite sure that consumers will want to start seeing silver in the same light as gold and buy something or the other for the future as well.
Right. And any key trends that you've noticed in terms of jewelry purchases between gold and diamonds? Any particular category of jewelry which is getting off the shelf or is seeing a huge demand spike?
So, if we look at the whole year, starting from say January, February, or April, May, we were seeing that necklaces were selling a little more than other pieces of jewelry. The smaller ticket size items were
Okay.
not selling or growing as much as the heavier ticket size items of necklaces. Then we realized that yes, in the month of April, May, June, because of the heat wave and other things happening in the economy, people were just those who had to buy were buying, and the others were waiting. Then when July, August came in, and there was a duty cut, that triggered, and people were buying wedding jewelry as well as their jewelry for smaller earrings, rings, pendants. And when that smaller jewelry comes in, then the practicality of jewelry comes in, and people start preferring diamond jewelry, because with the everyday wear, work wear, casual wear, it is 18 karat, 14 karat gold purity with diamond studded or colored stone studded in it. That's what starts working. And now, if we look at it, this particular season, we are seeing one about 30-40% is your wedding buyers, and they are buying, gold jewelry, antique. So gold is something that people are wanting to buy more. As far as diamonds are concerned, because of the volatility in diamond prices and the bigger size diamond that has come down a little bit, so bigger size diamonds are not moving as much as smaller size diamonds. But at the same time, I would like to advise my consumers that solitaires or bigger size diamond, which has come down price wise, is at the levels of 2008, 9, 10. This is a great time to start investing in diamonds as well. Because once the US elections are over, then there will be a new leadership and there will be more certainty. And then the prices of diamonds will start moving up again. So this is how one has to look at it.
Okay. Also, tell us, for the festive season, have you come out with any discounting schemes, any interesting schemes that are attracting more investors and purchasers as well?
Correct. See, this is a time when we all want to, give something to the consumers. So, say we are giving a making charge offer of up to rupees 450 per gram. So, this is one
Okay.
thing that we've been offering. Then we are having a contest in which we are giving EV cars, iPhones. There is a discount on diamond jewelry making charges on diamond value, and gifts for whatever purchases they do. So the consumer, once they come, it's a festive time. It is for us, as all the brands in the industry, they want to give something to the consumer along with what they would like to buy from us as well. So I'm
Right.
sure that consumers should have a great time buying jewelry.
Okay, these gold investment schemes are really popular with women, is what we have seen from the jewelers that they run up. Could you tell us what has the trend been? Have you seen more and more women adopting for these schemes with the continuous rise in gold prices? And if you could also highlight any return on investments in any of these, how for you as a jeweler?
So see, there are two, three kinds of scheme. One scheme is in which you are saving it in the form of money. So at the
Yeah.
time of buying, you are having to pay the price at the time of buying, which could be at a higher price. So in order to make it more easy for the consumer, we started another scheme for, it's called Marigold. where with rupees 50,000 rupees, you start saving. And at each and every level, you will be able to fix the gold price. And
Okay.
this is something we've done for the families which has weddings as well, that in this 6 months or 9 months, if the prices come down, then the consumer will end up getting the benefit of the lower price. So we are also trying to come up with multiple such payment schemes so that the consumer can be mitigated of the uncertainty in gold price and the increase in gold price. But yes, if someone has to buy, obviously these payment schemes that you are doing over 11 months or 9 months or 6 months does give them a chance and opportunity to keep on saving little by little and then finally buying the jewelry. And more interestingly, Sakshi, what we have done and many other brands are doing is digital gold. So
Yes.
by downloading the app or even downloading and going to the e-com portal, for us it's called mydigigold.com, where for as low as rupees 300, 500 rupees, you can keep on buying at whichever point of the time of the day, midnight or morning, and you keep on saving. And then finally, after having a substantial amount, you can go to the store and redeem it. So, we have to make it very easy for the consumers, democratize the buying of gold, and make them easy for them to buy. That's how it is.
Right. Also, tell us about gold coins, which are again a very popular option for investors to go out there and invest during Dhanteras and Diwali for someone who does not have a visibility of a wedding or jewelry. And they also believe that here the making charges are less, so one should go up at any particular grammage that is getting off the shelf more, any carats that are getting off the shelf more. For investors who are looking to buy gold coins this season, what is the advice that you can give?
So see, depending on the budget, a 5 gram gold coin will be somewhere in the range of 40 to 50,000 rupees, right? Depending on the price. So that is something that I think consumers with a ticket size of 40, 50,000 rupees are preferring. While we are seeing the young generation, those who are working in, the corporate or IT sector or whichever way, they are preferring to look for say 1 gram, 2 gram, and start doing that little bit of savings, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 rupees. For Akshay Titya, if you remember, we came up with gold beans, half gram, 1 gram, where you keep
Okay.
putting gold. So this is how we are offering it. But yeah, 1 gram or 5 gram. That's the highest selling coins that we are seeing.
So how can one actually get gold coins with the most minimum making charges? What is the most minimum making charge on a gold coin? And where does one really go for the most attractively priced gold coin?
Well, see, there are SBI card offers. Many, we are also giving, and online portals are also giving. So I think online is one option one can buy. They can go to the store. The
Yeah.
making charge for a gold coin ranges between, say, around 1.5% to 3% with the
Okay.
offers going on. So that is a
Okay.
premium, and you have to pay the GST of 3%. So
Right.
that's how it is. But digital gold is something that also you pay the GST, but you don't have a physical possession of the coin, but you buy a virtual ownership of the gold.
Understood. Understood. How about the lab grown diamonds? Is that something that is on investors' radar this time around?
No, lab grown diamond is not an investment option. It is an option. It is an adornment option. It is a fashion option, right? It is something that you want to own a 1 carat solitaire of a different shape, or you want to own a 5 carat solitaire for those who already have a 1 carat, right? Or you want to go for a destination wedding, or you want to change your jewelry with your clothes, and it has to be little, high end and diamond looking. That's where lab grown diamond will be a product that one should use.
Okay, and tell us now on gold prices. We've already seen 80,000 getting crossed for the first time, 81,000 at many places too. Where do you see this really
Yes.
going to?
So I'll tell you, the uncertainties continue to remain. I've always said when gold was about 70 to 73, I said that it could go up 10% to close to
Yeah.
80, or it could go down to 65, 66. Unfortunately, it went too fast, too soon, and it touched 80 in a very short period of time. Now, I would say that yes, there is an upward tendency, 85,000, 86,000 in a kind of 2 3 months scenario, and in the long run it could be 90,000. But at the same time, there is a probability of some correction, because see, every market there is an upward and a downward trend. 75, 76,000 could be a good support, if we call it that way, and that's how one has to look at it.
Okay, and what about silver, sir?
Silver, see, these, don't say that I know it all, right? It is all an assumption. But Silver, I would say that 88,000 rupees is a support. But I'm quite sure that even at 95, 94, 93, be it the jewelers or many consumers will anyway start buying. But at the same time, with the all the uncertainties, and what is most important, we must know is BRICS, the summit that happened. They are actually wanting to de-dollarize and they
Yeah.
want to have assets like gold and silver, and that is what is driving in. So on the upside, silver could go up to 115,000 rupees also, because silver movements are always more volatile. Hmm.
Absolutely. And the end, for all the viewers out there of Business Today television who are listening to you, who want to really make that purchase this Dhanteras and Diwali, what is the perfect advice that you can give them so that they are not feeling the pinch in the pocket and yet they're able to fulfill their wish of having some piece of gold or silver
Correct,
in their
correct.
pocket this time around?
No, so I must say that, see, this is an auspicious time. It's Pushya Nakshatra today also. Today is also a very auspicious time to
Okay.
buy. And then you have Dhanteras, then you have Diwali, then you have Lag Pancham, it goes on. So no matter what, you should buy something for the auspicious time as per your comfort. Be on cash also. Keep that buffer. In case it comes down, you come and buy again. But this is a time we have weddings. You cannot speculate too much. What you need to buy, you start buying. Don't think too much. Yes, but that 1 month radar, 4th of November is US election results, and it won't be a very easy one. So there is a chance to buy it in multiple phases. That is my first advice. Stay a little bit on cash so that in case it comes down, then you have the chance to buy again in a period of 1-2 months. But that will be very short period opportunity we will get. And I think digital gold, physical gold, jewelry, you have your ETFs, you have so many options. So I think that as per your comfort, use the tool that you makes you feel happy and comfortable.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Mr. Sen, for being with us on this very special edition and sharing with us all the insights of what can we be expecting in the peak of the festive season on Dhanteras and Diwali when it comes to consumers' choices between gold, silver, diamond, the jewelry, gold coins. What is the kind of expectations on sales and the sentiment? Thank you so much for highlighting all of that for our viewers, and wish you again season's greetings.
Same. Thank you. Thank you, Sakshi. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much. And with that, viewers, we will wrap it up at that. I hope this interaction did give you some clarity as to what are gold jewelers expecting and what is the kind of discount offering schemes that are in front of you. What kind of gold ornaments or silver ornaments could be there for you to explore this Dhanteras and Diwali, even at record high prices? Is there an option for you to really go out there and get that and fulfill that auspicious day wish for yourself as well? Many thanks for being with us on this festive edition special. Do stay tuned. We will continue our coverage with the festivities on Business Today television. Don't go anywhere.
After over 4 years in a frozen war-like situation, 17 meetings at the diplomatic level, and 21 border meets between the two armies, a surprise declaration from the two sides locked in the world's biggest military standoff. India and China unveil a big step forward. A day after India announced a jointly achieved resolution to resume army patrolling by both sides on the tense frontier, China confirmed the pact. As a first step, the two armies will disengage from long-standing friction points in the Depsang Bulge in northern Ladakh, where China has wrested an advantage for years, and the Charding Ningling Nala in southeastern Ladakh's Demchok sector, where the Indian army dominates. As a second step, the most significant result of the resolution will be a resumption of patrolling by the Indian army in the Depsang and Demchok areas. The third step will involve the other three friction points, which emerged in May 2020. That is, the Galwan Valley, Gogra Hot Springs and the banks of the Pangong Lake. The buffer zones created following the June 2020 clash in Galwan will slowly give way to a resumption in routine patrolling by both armies under strictly agreed protocols. With Disengagement completed and frontline troops pulled back, and patrolling resuming along the LAC, the two militaries will then de-escalate, which involves soothing temperatures by pulling back war-ready weaponry and equipment from the border areas, including tanks, vehicles, missiles, artillery, radars and more. The last phase will be de-induction, where both armies will shift out the divisions they've massed at the Ladakh border in order to check each other, leaving a pre-2020 routine military presence.
As far as we are concerned, we were looking at that we want to go back to the status quo of April 2020. Point number one. Thereafter, we will be looking at disengagement, de-escalation, normal management of line of actual control. And this normal management of line actual control will not just stop there. There are phases in that also. So this what I am saying, it has been our stance from April 20 itself when General Y.K. Joshi was the army commander, and even today that remains the same way. So as of now, what has happened? We are trying to restore the trust. How the trust will get restored? It will get restored once we are able to see each other. And we are able to convince each other, look, the buffer zones which are there, which have been created, we are not creeping. And both have to reassure each other. Patrolling gives you that kind of advantage.
The resolution achieved by the two countries won't reflect overnight, nor should it be expected that things will run as smoothly as described. After all, with China, nothing is ever what it seems. Chinese intentions, an enormous trust deficit, and mutual lessons learned from the ongoing standoff mean things will be slow and deliberate. But with both sides at least reaching a resolution, this is the first big sign of an overall thaw. For the Indian military, the guard will never be down.
Good news for Karan Johar. The colourful producer-director had been slipping from his pedestal as the Shesha of Bollywood, walking the Agnipath after delivering a string of flops at the box office. His new Dostana with Adar Poonawala is likely to give him the financial heft he needs for his future projects. Johar earned his stripes in Bollywood in 1998 with the mega success of romantic drama Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. The filmmaker had more hits at the box office before he turned producer with Kal Ho Na Ho.